All right, folks, we got a super helpful video here. This video is going to show you how to downsize a box, like height-wise, to save money on shipping. You got to be really careful when you're shipping stuff, because if it's over a certain size, it is drastically more money. And I do this every day. I save a ton of money shipping. You know, it doesn't matter, post office, FEDEX, UPS, they all go by pretty much dimensional weight now for the most part. So what this will do is it will show you how I take a box and say I don't need it to be this tall. All I need is, like, 5 inches, but this one's 8 inches tall. And sometimes that can save you upwards of $8, depending on the size of the box. So what I'm going to do is show you how I take the box from this size to this size, because what I have to ship is pretty skinny. I only need 5 inches tall, and this is 8 inches tall. So first, what you have to do is make just the bottom. Just put the bottom of the box together so it's like this. Some people do it different. This way right here, I think, is the cleanest way. I'm really picky with my boxes. I always want them to look perfect. So I'll show you why I do it this way as I go. So let me get the bottom half of this box made nice and square. I always like to use multiple pieces so I can make sure the tape is nice and straight and looks nice. I also like gum paper tape. This stuff works great. Fiberglass reinforced. I have the machine to do this, but you can also just buy gum paper tape and then you can wet it with a sponge if you're not doing a lot of shipping every day. I'll put links below to all that stuff for you guys so you can see it and possibly buy it if you want to try it. All right, so bottom of the box is made. Now what I do is I don't cut on the outside of the box, because if you cut on the outside of this box to make it not as tall, and then you bend it over, there's going to be like a cut mark, and it just weakens it. To me, it doesn't look as good, and it weakens the box. So what I'm going to do, since I only need 5 inches tall and this is 8 inches tall, I'm going to bend this side down. Bend all of them. I'm going to take my measuring tape and I'm going to measure down 3 inches on the inside of the box. So I'm going to do this. Measure down 3 inches on the inside of the box all the way around. So what I do, I just measure down 3 inches, mark a line. It doesn't have to be like super perfect here because it's just on the inside of the box. So 3 inches there. I just make a couple marks. 3 inches, 3 inches. I'll show you when I'm done here. All right, so a couple more marks. All right, so there you have it. You got your 3-inch marks all the way down. Hopefully you can see that in that box. Then what I take is you can use a ruler. I just use a piece of cardboard because I don't need to do any measuring. And I just scribe a line from mark to mark so that I can see where to cut on the inside of this box. All right, so I'm going to take this. Scribe a line. Like I said, it does not have to be perfect whatsoever. I mean, it's got to be, somewhat straight so the fold looks nice. So you do this to each side. I'm telling you, this will save you. I mean, if you ship a lot, this saves me hundreds of dollars a year, probably more, for as often as I do this. But even if you're shipping out like, you know, whatever, some candy to your grandma or something, and all you have is a big old box, this could potentially save you $5, $6, $7. Almost done. Bear with me. Trying to go as fast as I can, but I also want you to see it. All right. So, all the lines are scribed on the inside of the box. Now what I do is I take my razor blade, nice sharp one, and first I cut the edges from the top down to the line. So this is what you want to do first on all four corners, from the top down to the line, like this, right on the crease on the edge. This, like that, like that, right down to the line. See that? How I went down to the line? Hopefully. Okay. So now what I do is, you don't want to cut hard. All you need to do is scribe a line on the lines that you made, because you're just going to be folding the box in. So you just barely scribe a line. I actually have a tool that I use, but most people don't have the tool. It goes on top of this, and you measure down on the tool, and it has like a little wheel with like sharp spikes on it, and then you can just put it on top of the box and whoop, go right across, and it scribes it for you. And you don't have to do any measuring, but most people don't have that tool, so I'm going to do it the regular way. So you guys can do this at home without having that fancy tool. I'll put a link to that tool. I mean, they're pretty cheap. And if you're going to be shipping a lot, I use it all the time. Okay. All the lines are scribed, you know, just barely, just so I can get a bend. So now what I do, let me throw some packing peanuts in here. I'll actually package this up while we're doing it. Throw the part in. All right. A little bit too much. Still a little bit too much. Okay, so now what I do is I fold the sides in first, and you'll see sometimes you just got to put a little pressure where you scribe the line on the inside of the box. So there's that right there. Put your hand there. And look at this, nice and square, still looks perfect. Now you do the wide sides. Actually, I'll do the sides so the eBay sign is showing. There's that. Now what I do is when I get into this, when I have all three sides done, I usually take a couple small pieces of tape and just put it right here and here so it helps hold it together. Just gives it an extra little bit of security, and helps keep it straight and nice. All right, so there's that so far. Now I fold this last one over, and the box is nice and square. So then what I'll do is I'll put a stripe right here and right here. Alrighty. Yeah, it looks nice. Okay. And then I put one right across here. So this is 16 inches. I'll go 21. 21 inches long on the tape. Right on, and I put the tape right on the edge, like on that line in the middle of the tape, so it's secured on the flap and the box. And there you have it. It still looks nice and presentable for the customer, and it'll save you money because instead of being a 16 by 12 by 8, it'll be a 16 by 12 by 5, and like I said, that could be $5, $6 difference on one package. Yeah, that's about it right there. All you need is that on the bottom if you're using the gummed paper tape. And hopefully this helped. It usually does. Nothing else. Yeah, nothing else. It's all good. So if you have any questions, comments, put it right down below. I'm going to put links below on like my bubble wrap. I get bubble wrap reasonable and works good. Gum paper tape, even the machine if you want to get it, and that cutting tool that I did not use because I wanted to use, you know, the razor blade because not everybody has it. But yeah, any questions, throw them in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Thank you.